If you're thinking about buying a home, it's in your best interest to have a buyer's agent there to help you, to ensure that, not only do you successfully buy your home, but to also ensure that you get the best possible deal on the home that you're buying and help you avoid some of the potential pitfalls that do sometimes come with buying a home. But here's the thing, which agent should you avoid? Hey, Jose here, your SoCal Realtor. If you are thinking about buying or selling a home, don't hesitate to reach out. My team and I, we are here and ready to help you with your real estate needs. So what are the 6 types of agents that you definitely want to avoid?
Stay away from me.
First of all, having an agent that has poor, or let's just call it what it is, pathetic, communication. If they aren't communicating with you regularly, and here's what I mean by that. Do they regularly check in with you, or do they sit back and wait for you to call or text them first? Listen, the market is always moving, and if your agent is just sitting around, okay, maybe they're not literally just sitting around. I mean, I don't know, maybe they're working on something else, but either way, if they're not regularly communicating with you, staying in touch with you, staying on top of your home search, then you could miss out on something. You could miss out on the home that was perfect for you. And listen, the only reason I bring this one up, and I bring it up first, is because, this is regardless of whether you're buying a home or even selling a home, but this has to be the #1 complaint I hear from people when they're talking about their agent. Bad communication. Personally, I would bring this one up. I would ask them right at the beginning, what can I expect from you when it comes to communication? Sorry, I actually should have brought this one up back at the beginning of the video, and that is I want to encourage you to stay into the end of the video because I have a free gift that I would like to leave with you. Here's another type of agent that you definitely want to avoid, and honestly, this one kind of surprises me because there actually are agents that will do this, and that is they filter your home search too much. If you have an agent that's supposed to be working for you to help you find your new home, but the agent, they're only sending you, I don't know, 1, maybe 2 homes every now and then. Here, take a look at these. Now, based on the search criteria that you gave your agent, I mean, this may be all that there is that matches that. But what I mean by that is this. Are they choosing for you? Are they narrowing down their search to fit what they think is best for you rather than what you think is best for you? I mean, is that agent steering you toward an area or steering you toward a neighborhood or steering you toward a city that fits their choosing?
I don't like this.
Unless that's an area or neighborhood or city that you and your agent have talked about, then here's my stance on that, because you want an agent that's going to ask you a number of questions right up front at the beginning to be able to really help that agent drill down, find out exactly what type of home that you're looking, where you're looking for that home, and then set up a daily search where you're being fed homes that are available for sale on a daily basis that fit within that parameter. If they aren't sending something to you daily, or I mean, maybe there is a time where this day they didn't, or maybe that day they didn't send something to you, and I mean, maybe there was nothing new that came out that day. So it's possible. Let's just put it this way. If they're not sending something to you regularly, then yeah, I don't know about that. Again, as I said just a moment ago, the market is always moving. If you're waiting days at a time to see what homes are available, there's a chance that you could miss out on the home that might have been perfect for you. Here's another one. If you have a buyer's agent that doesn't even attempt to do any negotiating for you, then what are they doing? Because that's like 40, maybe even as much as 50% of a buyer agent's job. The last thing you want is a buyer's agent that's way too quick to accept whatever the seller's terms are. I mean, that's a big part of why you hire a buyer's agent in the first place. Now, don't get me wrong though, if the seller has an agent of their own, a good agent, then they're not likely to give it all away. But that's the whole idea, negotiating. Yeah, you may not be able to get everything you want, but you want to get as much as possible. You want an agent that's going to be an advocate for you, for your best interest, to help you get the best possible term that you can on your home. But if you suspect that you don't have a negotiator, someone that's fighting in your corner, it may be time to move on to someone else. This next one, I guess, it kind of goes along with one we just talked about, and that is avoiding an agent that is not readily available. I mean, if you're having to consistently call your agent, leave voicemails for your agent, or send text messages to your agent, just hey, call me back, please. Or worse, you're consistently having to do that and wait and wait and wait to finally get a call back. I said this already once, I'm going to say it again. The market waits for no one. And if you find a home and you're thinking, hey, whoa, this is a good one, we'd like to go see it, and now the heavy lifting begins, trying to track down your agent, trying to get them to finally call you back just so that you can say, hey, agent, we'd like to be able to have a chance to see this home. Yeah, that's probably not a good agent to keep. Yeah, there's a realistic chance you could miss out on the home because while you're waiting, and hopefully not, but if you're waiting like a day or you're waiting a couple of days just to be able to hear back from your agent, to be able to finally have a chance to tell them, hey, we're really interested in seeing this house. Can you schedule something for us? Yeah, it definitely is possible to lose out on that home because while you're busy trying to track down your agent, well, someone else saw that home and they were able to talk to their agent. They went with their agent to go down and look at the home, liked the home, made an offer on the home, and now they're in escrow.
Great. Just great.
Now, it is possible that at the moment that you were trying to reach out to your agent, maybe at that moment they were working with someone else. They weren't able to take the call. But here's the thing. If they don't get back to you in a reasonable time frame, or I don't know, maybe they have an assistant that they do that. They get back to you and find out, okay, this is the home you're interested in, gather the information about it. But whatever, if you don't have an agent that gets back to you in a reasonable time frame, then yeah, I don't know. Next. Here's another one, and truth be told, we actually kind of flirted a little bit with this one earlier, and that is an agent that pushes their agenda over yours, meaning they want to show you certain homes or certain areas rather than the homes that you want in the areas that you want. Yeah, that's not a good agent. In fact, that's an agent that's getting a little questionable about their legal duties to you as a buyer. Don't misunderstand me. I mean, you may describe to your agent, here is the type of home we're looking for, here's the neighborhood, or here's the city we'd like that home to be in, and they might take that information, your agent, and start thinking, okay, well, hold on a second. You know, they didn't mention this city, or they didn't mention this area, but those cities, those areas, they have the same type of home they're looking for. Then, well, that's their job, is to take that information and present it to you. Your agent's basically opening the door to more options for you to look at. Now, these might be options of cities or neighborhoods that you did think about, and you're thinking, I mean, there's a reason why I didn't bring it up. We don't like those areas, and that's fine. You don't have to go forward with those recommendations. It's always still your choice, but that's your agent's job, is to ensure that you have all the information to be able to find the home that you're looking for. But a recommendation is not the same as trying to steer somebody toward an area. In fact, here's an example of what I mean by that. Let's say you met with your agent, you described, here's kind of what we're looking for, this type of home, this type of neighborhood, and your agent's looking at this area and thinking, well, the neighborhood, kind of fits what they were talking about, and the homes, they look kind of similar to, except for one thing, those home prices, they're higher than what you told your agent you want to spend. Now, if that happened one time and you said, no, agent, again, remember, that's more than we're willing to spend, whatever, that's fine. Your agent, again, presented information to you and gave you an opportunity to say no. But if it keeps happening, you have to start wondering, I mean, who's that agent really looking out for, them or you?
What's your deal?
This one's not always thought about, but I would say you really do want to avoid an agent that has a limited understanding of financing options. I'm definitely not saying that you want an agent that moonlights in their free time as a mortgage lender, but you do want them to have at least a basic understanding. Do they have a basic understanding of the more common types of financing, such as the FHA home loan or conventional home loans, or what about first-time buyer assistance programs? Do they have, again, at least a basic understanding of those? You'd be surprised how many times having an agent that has just a basic understanding of finances can sometimes help when making an offer, a successful offer on your home. Hey, I'm glad you're still here because as I mentioned earlier in the video, I do have a free gift for you, and that is my free home buyer's guide. It's packed with a ton of information, some of which we talked about here in this video, and honestly, quite a bit more. It's designed to be your blueprint to help get you from preparing to buy a home up to and including receiving the keys to your new home. Go ahead and click on the link in the description section below to download your free guide. Of course, if you do have any questions at all, or if maybe you are thinking about buying or selling a home here in, or just anywhere near the Inland Empire, my contact information is below. Feel free to reach out. Otherwise, until then, catch you on the next one.